I'd like to begin this video making sure people are aware that it's your teammates who make your time in the VFL good or bad, and that I have no negative words about the dedicated VFL staff that try to keep the site running as smoothly as possible. You know, in the first episode, I said that life in the VFL is messy. Well, it really has got messy, and I need help from some of you guys. I'll be giving you lot the details on landing a slot in our VFL team and playing alongside me at Sheffield Wednesday, but that's to come later. Firstly, let's dig into some games. Now, even though the VFL is in week 2, we haven't fully covered week 1's fixtures. I planned on spreading the footage out so we can dissect and analyse it, but like I said, things have become messy, and I got no time for that. Much more important duties are on the horizon. After the stop-start beginning, we had a packed Sunday, 3 games in the space of an hour. Pro clubs heaven. Well, unless you're a fool like me and come into these games with a total lack of sleep. With us up to strength and the squad full, it was time for us to flex our muscles and chase down the league leaders. A set piece just going astray. Amazingly, it was Swansea that found the route to goal first, but the unit was on hand to make sure Sheffield Wednesday were in with a shout of winning this. A great ball by Shea for the equaliser, and it was more Shea magic for the winner, spinning past his marker and finessing it into the opposite side netting. Not really surprising that after that performance Shea was given the man of the match. It's also not surprising that I wasn't given man of the match because of the 2 misses that you're about to see. Just don't even ask. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, maybe the second shot, maybe the second attempt was slightly unlucky, but the first one, there is no excuses. Moving on to the 8:30 match, this thing was scheduled for Saturday, but everybody kind of accepted that it was going to be played on Sunday. Burton got themselves a deserved 3 points. I kind of guess the defence here is that some of our players did get disconnected during the game, but really if you look at it as a whole, Burton were just better. Clarkey smashing it in, a wonderful finish, no chance for our goalkeeper. And then my best piece of work all game, bring Sheffield Wednesday back into it, I just drop it off, and then see the CPU in space smashing it. Mo, unbelievable. He disconnected but scored a goal. And then this happens. All our defenders get absolutely sent. Don't really want to be dwelling on this for long, but really. I'm sorry, boys. I needed to show it because I'm going to show all the goals, but my God, that was interesting defending. Then the final match, a rather dull encounter with West Ham, a 1-0 scoreline with an assist by the unit, a great drill low shot by Shea. Right at the end of the match, some wonderful defending to make sure we secured the victory. With that, the first weekend was over. Quite respectable. Only 2 points from the top of the table, considering we didn't have the numbers. Now, I made that problem very clear to Liam, our manager, from the get-go. For a team to have 18 players signed up, yet can't field 11, is ridiculous. A handful of players were complete ghosts. Not even remotely interested in playing games. We needed backup. Just a few lads that could come in and do a job, because what we have here is a strong team. A strong team that is going to get let down by no-shows if this continues. It's the difference between mediocre, mid-table and promotion. The point made even clearer on Wednesday as we played our FA Cup games, a few players light. The first round tie was an absolute humdinger because of this disadvantage. Barnsley flew into a 2-goal lead. We had no idea what had hit us, but at half-time we found our feet, and even though we didn't have the men to do it, we somehow staged a comeback, and it was all thanks to that madman Shea. And by the 63rd minute, we were given a penalty to go in front in a tie that seemed dead. We decided that Shea should take it to complete his hat-trick. Sheffield Wednesday were in front, and it seemed like it would stay that way until the 85th minute when Barnsley found themselves an equaliser. This thing was going to a second game and a golden goal to decide who would go through. It's about time that I did something noteworthy, flying into the back post at some speed, finishing it off, bottom corner. We are through to the next round of the FA Cup. Unit scores, get in. Much pulverising happened in the second round, but at least we got the memories of Barnsley, I guess. Sure enough, after the FA Cup exit, I complain about our recruitment once more, this time being sterner, driving home the fact that we do have a great spine at the club, and it'd be a travesty not to compete in the league. I even offered to make a quick video for YouTube trying to bring some of you in as second string, but there was the most lackluster communication ever. I was just waiting for a green light that never came. When Mo eventually intervened and said that I should upload the video, I had no spare time to trial players. What a wasted opportunity to plug the big hole in the side of our sinking boat. Pretty interesting story, right? We've only just got started, because now, here comes Friday! It starts real quiet, people saying they can make it. We knew Mo couldn't be there, and that me, myself, had real issues making the kickoff. So unless these ghosts that we've got as backups decide to step in, we had no chance. Do we have a chance? Hello? Liam remained silent. Now the argument here is that he was busy Friday afternoon, which I can totally understand, but he has had a little bit more time than Friday afternoon to rectify our situation. By the time he had appeared in the chat, everything was on fire. I had enough and wanted a change in management, someone that cared as much about it as myself. Others in the team were a bit more fruity with their selection of words. To put it simply, by process of elimination, we had realised that the team would be playing with less than 11 men. Our desperate calls for backups justified. Thankfully, there was one guy who in such short notice could play that Friday night. It was just a simple job of registering him before the 6 PM deadline. And somehow we missed it. Well, I guess after that disappointment, it can't really get much worse, can it? Twister decides he suddenly doesn't want to play VFL anymore because of the utter shambolicness and just leaves the chat. Oh boy. At least Cutzy can make it. Nope, I couldn't make it. I missed the 8 PM kickoff after my co-worker decided to be slow like she always is, and I know it's not really part of the video, but since I'm ranting, let's just make the most of it. You can't complain about how your shift is terrible and that I can't make a fuss because I only do 3 hours, yet be so slow that we close 15 minutes late. You either do one or the other. You can't complain and then waste time, even more of your time at work, when you could actually be doing something with your life. Thank you very much. Getting back on track. The first game was a disaster apparently. No idea who we played, I've got no footage of it, but it turned out to be the explosion of anger it was lined up to be. We lost 3-1, and that was the very least of our troubles. One of the ghosts showed up and missed 3 big chances that could have changed the game entirely. Many angry exchanges led to Liam packing his bags and leaving us in a worse predicament than we had been in beforehand. But the icing on the cake would be our second game of the night. Against all odds, with an inspired unit back in the team that not only bagged but made a crazy slide challenge in his own box, the team got 3 points. Absolutely amazing. We were still fighting and quite rightly buzzing about the prospect of saving our season until we realised we had played Swansea last week. And the information that I presume we got from Liam was total rubbish. Made even worse by the bizarre reply from Swansea appearing to say that it was the arranged fixture in the VFL and the lack of communication by our actual opponent Stoke. Now, if that doesn't destroy you from the inside, nothing will. So if you're mad enough to join me and the gang in VFL, then I'll be holding trials. Just drop your name and your position down in the comments section. You'll need a PS4, a microphone for that PS4, a copy of FIFA 18 and a solid internet. You must be free on Friday nights to cover the first team absences. That is a must. Saturday and Sunday you might also be called up to play. The positions we're looking for: a central midfielders and wing backs. Please don't tell me that you're comfortable in those positions if you know you're not yourself. If you're playing a different position, then you might still get into the team, but it will be more difficult. The VFL is not for newcomers in the game mode, so if you don't play it much, please refrain. I've been flung into this, and I would much rather do without the hassle of telling my own subscribers that they're not good enough for the team. But if you do play pro clubs a little bit, and you think you're good, you think you're alright at the game mode, then please drop your name down below. I wish the trialists all the best of luck. This video has certainly been a change of pace. This has been Cutzy. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed yet, press the red box, press the bell icon for mobile notifications, and I'll see you next time.